Hey Sean, how's it going? Javara Productions, good to see you. Currently working on a Blender model. That's cool. The giant monster, the invincible, the friend of all children, the guardian of the universe, Gamera. Logan, good to see you, my friend. How you been? Oh. Hang on. Let me adjust something. Alright. Well, there you guys are. This is turning out pretty good. Yes. Getting ready for work. Awesome. Oh, the family is doing pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. Wife and kid are visiting, well, the in-laws, so they're having a pretty fun time. I took my doggy out for a good walk, been cleaning up the place, and I have more, you know, chores to do, but I thought, hey, you know what? It would not hurt to do some GAMERA VFX work. With all the projects that I've been doing as of late, like, it's nice to just get back into the, you know, stop motion, VFX side of things. Even though I really love doing, you know, comic book breakdowns and such, and I got so many more projects on the way that I just love doing, you know, this sort of thing. Let's see. Our boy Gamera looks like he is ready. Hold still, Gamera. I need to see your eye. That was the wrong thing to do. Let's try that again. I think I made a little goof, so I'm trying to figure out, like, okay. There we go. That's more like it. Sean says Katakawa needs to either give up Gamera or they need to do more with him, because the only way Gamera will become big is if Katakawa puts more time, effort, and money into him. Hope we get Rebirth Season 2. And the director of Gamera Rebirth said that he has ideas for up to 5 seasons of Rebirth. I'd be curious to know what the logistics are for Gamera Rebirth. By that I mean, how well did it do? Because Katakawa doesn't strike me as a brain-dead company. They, like all companies, are driven purely by profit, right? Profit margins. So, what is in it? What is in it for them if Gamera Rebirth didn't even meet their quota? That kind of thing. Now, I liked Gamera Rebirth. I think Gamera Rebirth was actually really pretty good. But I do not for one second think that just because I think it's good, that automatically means, oh, it should get the green light for another season, because, well, sadly, sorry to say it all, guys, but if it didn't perform well, then the company is just kind of like going to be shrugging, wondering, well, why should we invest in this? Because it's awesome might sound like a compelling, a compelling argument, a compelling case even, and it is so totally awesome. But it's not enough, especially when, money's involved, you're talking about millions of dollars here. Yeah, they're not going to play ball, sadly enough. Good. Things are working the way I have planned. A free idea that popped into my head. Suko, Toto, and Manila, Monster Island, or Hollow Earth buddies. That's pretty good, Logan. I like it. Of course, the question is, you know, is that a pitch for like a stop motion? Or just a cool series? I mean, it sounds cool no matter what. Oh, I could totally see you doing a cute little stop motion short of them. I do like the idea. It kind of does pain me though, because like I still have this stop motion I worked on last summer, and it turned into such a bigger project than I originally anticipated. And I usually do a lot of prep work just to gauge this sort of thing. And yeah, it was too much. But Showa Godzilla was involved, along with Manila, Baragon, Anguirus, the works. They were going up against Goza, and I still want to go back at it. I still want to, like, you know, tag me in, coach. I want to work on that project, but the truth is it's just so much more massive than, like I said, than I originally imagined, anticipated even. And yeah, I kind of feel like if I were to do that now, the project is way more ambitious than this one with GAMERA. And this GAMERA project, I'm anticipating it to be like possibly a part 2, with part 1 maybe being ready sometime next year, maybe February. I know it's a long ways, but don't worry, I still have other projects I'm planning to do in the meantime, stop motion and otherwise, that won't take nearly as long. But Sean says Destroyer versus Legion is a cool idea. The strongest Heisei Godzilla villain versus the strongest Heisei GAMERA villain. Sean, I love it. Oh, and as Logan points out, both kind of have foot soldiers too. Yeah, I would absolutely love to see a cool little battle clash of Destroyer and Legions. Another cool idea, but that could always be kind of like another cool little short. I'm just a little reluctant to like share my really short stop motions nowadays, because I want them to be like longer, you know, but they take so long to make. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like, and maybe it's just all in my head, but I feel like a lot of people feel a bit robbed, like, oh, they hear this is a new stop motion, let's watch it, and it turns out to be 30 seconds long or something. And it's funny because at the same time, you know, when I look at my analytics, it's like, what's the average attention span? 30 seconds, right? But then when the video is 30 seconds long, that attention span, and maybe saying attention span is a bit, I don't mean it in a, you know, patronizing way, but maybe just the, suddenly the viewer is preparing themselves for a way shorter project, you know. So instead of like, oh, this video is 8 minutes long, I'm gonna watch 30 seconds of it, it's like, oh, this video is 30 seconds long, I'm gonna watch like 5 seconds of it. I always want to give you guys more. It's kind of like my whole pitch here. Kind of how I was with Rishuva, the Destruction of the World. It was supposed to be 10 minutes long, ended up being over an hour long. But see, at the same time, like, Javara, let me know what you think about this. Maybe it's just me, but I suspect it, you know, you might agree. Once you really get into a project, like, you tap into it, and if your goal, like mine, is to immerse your audience, you want them to feel comfortable. You want them to just, like, get lost in the feel of what you're making. And then your mind begins to expand. You begin to think about other cool ideas and prospects. You begin to think, wouldn't it be great if there was more? You always begin to think there's more you can do. There's more that can be done. And, you know, there is. But you gotta learn that cutoff point, you know? Oh, that did not work out. Logan, your question. Tom, would you ever work with other stop-motion YouTubers to collaborate on something bigger? Well, I mean, I've collaborated with other YouTubers on, you know, let's just make a big compendium of other stop-motion projects, but if you're asking, like, would I work with other YouTubers on, like we're all working on the same project, I've done that before. Not as much as I would have liked, but I have collaborated with others in the past. Some projects you can find. They're out there. Others are, well, they never came to pass, unfortunately, for whatever reason. Things happen, you know. As for the one that, you know, the one that I helped, you could find it on Kaijuzilla 621's channel. They made this big Godzilla fan film. Let me remind myself real quick. It's like it's their biggest one yet. It's their Godzilla Apex series. I can't really say that I wish I helped them more, but there are, you know, reasons that I'll briefly address, I guess. First off, I have nothing but praise for the guy. He's truly a gifted filmmaker. When they approached me about collaborating, I could tell they were not only serious, but, you know, people worthy of collaboration when, you know, they respected my time and, you know, opened up negotiations for, like, compensation. And this is not my first rodeo. I've done projects in the past for individuals, companies, and what have you, and I've done rather well for myself. But I guess my initial negotiating price was a bit too high and killed most of the enthusiasm, as it were. I was expecting them to follow up with a different counter, but they didn't. But we did work something out where, at the very least, I'll help them out with a couple scenes, because they saw my Godzilla GAMERA HERALD movie I made a couple years back, and yeah, so it was minor. It wasn't a lot, but I was happy to be part of it. I still think Godzilla Apex is like the best Godzilla fan film I've ever seen, and it's not even remotely because I was part of it. It's just they already had like a great team of extremely skilled, accomplished, not only VFX artists, but some pretty high tier just filmmakers in general. So they were fine, of course. Things turned out great. Let's see, Sean. Godzilla stop motions was my favorite thing when I was younger, especially Godzilla and his amazing friends. Yeah, there's just something nice about stop motion, especially nowadays. I get to watch my son watch Godzilla stop motions, and as much as I admit, I try to see, like, I try and go, oh, look at this new video by this Kaijutopia guy, wink wink, want to check that out? And he's like, no. He's absolutely, like, for the most part, not into any of my projects, which is hilarious. But he absolutely adores other Godzilla stop motion projects around the web. And, you know, it's good to, like, you know, there are a couple times where he'll be watching a video and sorry, the channels escape me right now, but I can hunt them down if you guys are interested at a different time, of course. But I would stop and just look at what he's watching, and I'd be like just blown away. My mouth would hit the floor. Like, these are good videos. These guys are so good. I could see why they're doing well. But yeah, kind of going with Logan's idea earlier, maybe I should try and think about a project that my son would be really interested in. And maybe that's how I can get him to finally watch and like my projects. Alright, let's take a look at Gamera's eye here. So, funny enough, in the Gamera 3, in the whole Heisei Gamera trilogy, his eyes are not really glowing, right? They don't really glow green, but I enjoy doing it, and I thought it would be a cool standout. Kaijuzilla 621, yeah, that's right. And another, like, again, I can't praise this guy enough. He's definitely working on bigger, greater things. I mean, I of course enjoy doing Godzilla fan film work and such. I've already worked, I've been on movie sets before, worked on, you know, production sets and what have you, but like yeah, so I've already experienced and done that, but it's still nice to see somebody who is just hungry for that. Like, he's got great ambition, and I'm really, you know, I'm just proud of him. Guy is gonna do a lot of awesome. He's gonna make a lot of great projects in the future. I think he's someone to look out for sure. Yeah, not sure about that part. Maybe I should stop trying to edit that part. Let's see. Excuse me. Oof. I could see your son voice acting for one of the three. Possibly. He is... That would be fun. It's just about, like, what's going through my head right now is just like, okay, does he have the attention span? And I think we might be able to do it. We're going places, right? We're getting there. For the record, like, I don't blame him when it comes to, you know, does he have the attention span or any of that. It's kind of like, do I have the attention span sometimes, as my wife would absolutely lament Lament, kind of like the new Gamera Kaisei villain. Somehow I brought that back. Somehow Palpatine returned. There we go. What you're seeing me do is just called minimalism. Not really, but it's what I like to joke about. I'm trying to put in as much less effort as humanly possible. Oh yeah, Logan, EGM. Yep, that's definitely. He does amazing work. Like, that guy just kills it every time. Oh, Sean says, I have ADHD, so my attention span is kind of screwed. Oh, in regards to you saying earlier, I'm writing a Space Godzilla vs. Destroyer story, and I was thinking of using MMD to kind of create a comic book style story. That's actually really cool. I think, yeah, that would... That sounds like a great idea, Sean. Logan, I mean, you're a father and he's a child. I'm sure you can cook up a plot that is relatable to a child that can be reworked into a kaiju story. One would think, in theory, this might work out. Great. Now I'm thinking about Gamera Rebirth, Sean, and I just want to go watch that right now. And I still have... You know what? Maybe the next project I'll do sometime in the next few weeks. I've been meaning to do it for a while now. I kind of thought... I did a storyboard of a really quick meeting between Sakiel from Evangelion, the Third Angel, meeting Gamera from Gamera Rebirth. Maybe just for funsies, I'll do that. Just to... We'll see. Oh, after Gamera Rebirth, Garen became like my second favorite Gamera kaiju. Yeah, yeah. I love what they did with Garen in that show. Absolutely. pretty good. I'll be right back. Tom's gone, quick! Release the monsters, destroy the city. Logan, you can't threaten me with what I want. If all these monsters came to life right now and started wreaking havoc, I'm gonna grab my phone, I'm gonna record that, and I'm gonna get out. But nothing would make me happier. Alright, so the next thing I have to do now is add a bit something to Gamera's wound here. The question becomes now, with Gamera's arm wound, how much... I don't want to overemphasize, hey look, this is... Gamera's missing his arm. I don't want too much gore. I might have some blood later dripping, but not too much. I think the point is there, right? Like, I don't need to... I don't need to do more than what I'm thinking, if that makes sense. I don't think it does. This is already a better glow effect than I did before. Let's see if I can bring it up. Hang on. Let's see. Do I have... Can I share this on my screen here? Yeah, there it is. Alright, so those of you still watching, or in the chat, or maybe in the future, here's a preview of what I've been working on. Let's see if I can get it just right. Yep. I'm gonna play it again. Just Gamera coming out of a wall of fire. Oh, the glow effect for his arm looks comparable, so that's nice. Alright. It's looking good. Oh, you might want to like... This is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. Figures. Okay, let's take a look. Closer look for you guys. Just need to make sure it's... Dravara, thank you so much for visiting, man. Good luck on your animation. Keep me posted. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring the stream to an end here, but so far, here, before I go, now that I've said I'm bringing the stream to an end, I'm sure many of you have tuned out, which is fair. To those of you still watching, here is my plan. So I'm having GAMERA here, walking through a sea of fire. I'm going to eventually include the burning remains of buildings. You know, they're all husked out. And he's just walking through the blaze past buildings. That's why we can see him right here just moving along. Just like so. There's going to be embers, smoke in the background. So far what I've done is I have his glowing eye. That's nice. But I might also, I'm going to be working a bit on this stump here, his blood on his, where his arm had been blown off. There's some stuff there I can already tell I need to polish up, but for now, it's fine the way it is. But yeah, so this was fun. I hope to be doing more of these. I say that, and then, you know, unfortunately they don't happen, but I do want to come up and just start, like, streaming, showing more of this progress. Yeah, so lots to do here, but I appreciate everyone's time, and I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. and I will see you all next time. Godzilla rules!